Axel Rudakubana, the Southport extremist, has today been sentenced to life imprisonment. Exactly what I knew he would get, and it's exactly what he deserves. Now, I will put a link in the comments so you can read the actual sentencing and see exactly what happened and what he got. But he did get a life sentence, and he will not be released until he served that minimum term. But like I've said in previous videos, depending on what happens whilst he's in prison will depend on whether or not he ever gets released. But the minimum sentence that he got, it should have, for me, been life without parole. But because he wasn't 21, these sentences are only kept for adults over the age of 21. But sometimes in extreme circumstances, they can give them out, which should have been in this case. But he's been given the life sentence, and he will be heading to a high security prison. And like I've said in the previous videos, if you go back and look, if you haven't already seen them, I've given a bit of a breakdown about where he will be going and what wing he will be going on. He will be going on the VP wings to spend the rest of his sorry, pathetic life for what he has done. Hopefully he will get feel remorse at some point throughout his sentence, probably when he gets attacked, which will happen, and he feels what it's like to be served up himself, because he will inside of prison. It's more so in the high security estate, and that's exactly where he will be going. Category A, high risk. That is what this little rat monster will be. And he will be in with the big lads, but he's going to be in with the VPs, the big nasty pieces of shit who will want to inflict a bit of prison justice on him for what he done. He took the lives of 3 innocent little angels. 3 innocent little girls that should never have had to suffer at the hands of that beast, that predator. There's no words to describe what he is. You all know what he is. Absolute monster. I was going to say of a man. He's not even a man. He's 18-year-old now, classed as a man. But he will never be a man for what he done. He will be feeling the wrath of the prison justice when he's in there, seeing what it's like to be on the end of a sharp instrument, because that's what happens inside of prison justice, and that's exactly what he will be coming to inside of prison. There's no other way of getting through your sentence without getting some sort of comebacks from something like that. Just look at the likes of the other high-profile inmates that have been attacked and murdered inside of prison, who have done these sort of deeds to innocent young children. It should never have happened, especially when he was 3 times referred to prevent a terrorist, I was going to say organisation, but a terrorist team that looks into people that could become what he became. So 3 times he was referred, and 3 times he went unnoticed until he went and done what he done. That should never have happened. That despicable piece of shit should never have had the opportunity to do what he done to those innocent kids. But this life sentence, hopefully, will be the worst thing that ever could have happened to him, and he will endure some sort of revenge for the rest of his life. It won't just be once or twice. It will be continued throughout his sentence until he's served it, or until he's been served up properly and he's no longer on this planet, because that is what happens inside a prison for these type of predators. But no doubt I will keep you updated, and the ones who are watching saying he won't be harmed, he'll be protected by the Muslim Brotherhood. I've done a breakdown of that in the previous video. He will not be protected. He won't go on normal locations. Look at Sarah Sharif's father. How long did he last after his sentence before he got a jagged tuna tin down there? It just happens. People look down upon these type of people in prison, and when the opportunity arises, which it will do on multiple occasions, the individual who strikes down the prison justice will do it without a second thought on the first chance that they get. But I will keep you updated, like I say, when this happens inside of prison, because it will, no doubt about that. But we will spare a thought and go off by ending this video thinking about those 3 innocent little girls that were taken on that fateful day. Rest in peace to those 3 little angels.